Senator, last weekend marked 52 years since Title IX passed, but many female athletes and their allies say the law is under a greater threat than ever before. Pro-transgender Vandals went after a Take Back Title IX tour bus in North Carolina. People egged the bus and scribbled messages like "Protect Trans Kids," "Hate Group," and "Bigots on board." Let's bring in former Education Secretary Betsy DeVos. She's also part of this nationwide bus tour. Madam Secretary, thanks for being here. What about this vandalism and the issue broadly about how Title IX is under attack?
Well, Brett, great to be with you. And look, these are radicals behind this move, and it's no surprise that their moves are radical. Whether it's name calling or vandalism or childish behavior, it's what you do when you can't win on the merits of an argument, and they can't win. There is no reason for men to be in women's private spaces or taking places on women's sports teams. And I've been proud to be in countless places with these courageous young women who are speaking up about the attack on Title IX and the opportunities that women have been afforded because of Title IX.
You know, there's a quote from transgender athlete who won an NCAA title, Cece Telfer, vowing to take all the records in indoor competitions. Cece Telfer says she's trying to heal from the pain of trans sports bans. Quote, "My dreams were taken away from me once again, so I plan on going back to New England, hitting up all the indoor competitions and taking all the names, all the records, and everything." It's tough for some families to hear that, especially with female athletes in the family. How do you react to it, and where do you think this is going?
Well, again, it is being driven by a bunch of radicals who are trying to make the case that biological males can and should compete on women's teams simply because they have decided they are female. And it's not fair to women. It's not fair to all of the young women who spend countless hours competing and training and pursuing each of their athletic abilities and having opportunities as a result taken away by these biological males.
Yeah, I want to ask you one more question about a different topic, and that is L.A. is banning cell phones in schools. We've seen a lot of studies about cell phones and kids and concerns. The Surgeon General just had some warnings about social media and time on phones. What's your thoughts about that from an education point of view of cell phones in schools?
Well, Brett, I think it's probably a very good move. It is an issue to be dealt with, grappled with in our K-12 schools, and with young kids who are increasingly getting sucked into and addicted to these social platforms. It will be interesting to see if there's others that follow suit, but I think putting boundaries around phone use in times of learning is a really good thing. And let me just comment back to the previous issue again. The good side of this issue regarding women in sports is that there are two avenues being fought today, one in the courts. 10 states have already been enjoined from enacting the Biden rule. And the Congress has proceeded with a Congressional Review Act move to put each member of Congress on record on this issue. Are they going to stand with women and their opportunities to pursue their education in sports, or are they going to side with the radicals and the Biden administration in allowing for these spaces to be invaded by biological males?
Former Secretary of Education Betsy DeVos. Madam Secretary, thanks for being here.
Thanks, Brett.